Hey nerds, and welcome to Agent Carter, Theories and Conspiracies. I'm Brian from Good Nerd Bad Nerd. This week we had a really great kind of heist episode, but there wasn't too much in the way of kind of Easter eggs as far as different things from the Marvel Universe. What we did get was a lot of Roxxon, and I'll just briefly remind you about who they are in case you forgot. But there was a couple things that were said, specifically by Wilkes, but also between just how he was acting and how Whitney Frost was acting, that leads me to kind of a random theory that I'm throwing out there with how Dark Force and the Dark Force dimension connect with the larger Marvel Universe. So, first, Roxxon. They're just a big, giant, evil corporation. At one time or another, they've been, trying to take over the country. They've, in the Ultimate Universe, they're responsible for genetic engineering and cloning Spider-Man. They, just a big, bad, evil organization. And you can't get much more evil than having the head of the company on the Secret Empire and that Council of Nine. So that's Roxxon. Nothing new there. Definitely a kind of major antagonist to the Stark family, and they've been that way for Howard and for Tony. So that's Roxxon. Now, the Dark Force dimension, the Dark Force power, Dark Force matter, all of this. What got me thinking about what this could be was that last moment in the episode when Wilkes says it's a dark and painful place when he's talking about that dimension. But then we also get to see that the matter, the Dark Force, whatever it is, it's kind of acting like it's possessing Wilkes and Whitney. It's guiding their actions. It's telling them what it needs to do or what it needs them to do. And so when we think about that and we think about what has already been said, that this is what's going to tie Doctor Strange to the existing Marvel Universe, and it's how they kind of connect, we have to take a look at who in the Marvel Universe that relates to Doctor Strange could be possibly pulling the strings here. And the one character that really kind of did come to mind was Blackheart. Blackheart, he's the son of Mephisto, and he did actually make one appearance in the films. This was the first Ghost Rider film. It was a terrible version of him, so don't go to that one for any kind of really solid reference for who he is. But he is essentially the ruler of the Dark Force dimension. While in that dimension, he is omnipotent and omniscient. He can project Dark Force matter. He can control it. So it's very possible that he is the one pulling the strings and kind of controlling or manipulating Whitney and manipulating Wilkes. So that would be a very interesting thing if we are getting some kind of really strong shout out to what we're going to see with Doctor Strange. And what this could mean is that Blackheart or Mephisto could be the villains in the Doctor Strange movie, not Dormammu necessarily, or we could be getting a combination of both. Or because they aren't doing things exactly how they are in the comics, it could be that Dormammu is the one who is in charge and rules the Dark Force dimension. There's a lot of possibilities here, but it is interesting to note that Blackheart is this kind of overwhelming and powerful entity within that Dark Force dimension. So that's what I got based on this episode. What do you guys think? How do you think, from what we've learned, this connects to Doctor Strange? And would you like to see something or hints to something like Blackheart or Mephisto kind of taking shape in what we're hearing through Whitney and through Wilkes? So until next week, this has been Brian from Good Nerd Bad Nerd. Don't forget to check out the Agent Carter After Show on Stream TV. But this has been the Agent Carter Theories and Conspiracies.